without further ado, let's jump right into the list. This is stocking stuffer, $50 and under. Great gift ideas for anybody, almost anybody. Mostly male, some of them are unisex, but we're going to stick to male because I've gifted tons of people. Well, I've gifted a lot of women fragrances too, especially to my fiance. I've gotten her like an entire collection basically. So yes, I definitely have experience buying people fragrances, sampling, giving the right samples to people. I like to share. I'm very generous with my collection. If I develop a relationship in some way, friendship with people, I will literally send you samples of all my stuff. So being generous, it's a very good feeling to do. And Christmas is a really good opportunity to be generous and to share things you're into. And since I'm into fragrances, I'm probably buying someone some fragrances this Christmas. Anyway, let's start with a $5 Dior Sauvage, okay? Listen, it's a soapier take on Dior Sauvage. It lasts pretty good amount of time. It's a freshie, so you don't. My standards for freshies aren't like, bomb bangers. They're not like all day kind of killers, but I do have some in the mix that are very, very long lasting. And this thing's actually very fun. For $4.99 at Lidl, you got this G. Bellini Homme Paris, and it even says Lidl or Lidl. Please, guys, you can go after me in the comments actually about how I pronounce it. I think I say Lidl more than Lidl, but how do you say it? Let me know in the comments. Anyway, this thing, Homme Paris Eau de Toilette. It's like Dior Sauvage Eau de Toilette. I have the EDP inside. I compare them. That one is a little bit more sour with that ambroxan and like the way that citrus kind of comes off. This one has a more soapy route that it goes on, and it's kind of got like almost like a vetiver feel. Still has that very, very distinguished. You can tell it's Dior Sauvage, and it's $4.99. If this was in anybody's stocking, they're winning. It's a hilarious little gift to throw in. Really doesn't take too much thought for me. If they have them there, probably should just grab, I don't know, 4 or 5 of these and just stocking stuff the crap out of everybody with this one, because it's probably the best, easiest, no-brainer stocking stuffer. It's just fun. Even if they don't end up like loving it, it's $5. You didn't waste your money, and it's a freshie that they can wear to almost like every occasion. So yes, that G. Bellini is $5, guys. Had to put that first. Now, here's one that's a little bit rare. I mean, I don't see it everywhere. The CK Obsession EDP. I think almost any guy can just have this in their collection. And if someone gifts this to you or gifts this to someone, they're just doing great. If I open this up in a box, or I would confidently gift this to almost any man, because it has this masculine barbershop kind of DNA, but hidden in this like amber kind of vanilla musky sweetness. And the way this thing wears is just so beautiful, nice, masculine, but appropriate for a lot of situations. It's safe, even though it seems to be like constructed doing some kind of a bit of a twist on a modern and a classic smell. Masculine barbershop, like a classic smell, but then modernized and just really, really great. I think it's been around for like 20 years or something. So check it out, guys. CK Obsession EDP. I would love to get that as a gift, and I would confidently gift that to a lot of people. Sorry, I keep leaning over there. I don't have an optimal setup here. I do have to reach over there to get these. Here's probably the most gifted I've ever gifted out. I've just, every year, I'm finding ways, like every holiday, birthday, whatever, Burberry Touch is the first thing to cross my mind to get somebody, because it's around $30 for this really awesome bottle, guys. And it's a classic, just timeless fragrance. Soapy, beautiful. It's just excellent, guys. My stepdad, I got it for him, and he wears it occasionally when we get together, and I smell it on him, and I'm absolutely taken aback by how good Burberry touches every goddamn time. This thing would make an excellent, and they got this little bottle too, guys. There's a 50 ml, I think, of it, where it's half the size of this. That's an even cuter little bottle to be a little stocking stuffer for people. So yes, Burberry Touch should be on your little menu of what to get people. This thing, lots of different use cases. This thing works safe. It's never going to be offensive. It's just a safe bet. It's just a showered, clean smell without being a blue fragrance at all. It's a soft, very, very elegant kind of high-end hotel soapy kind of fragrance. Just a beautiful, beautiful deal. Oh yeah, it's like an aura around you of just showered smell. Fresh showered smell without being cloying at all in any kind of way. It's good lasting, like nice smell. Nothing that I have in my collections truly like this Burberry Touch here. This makes a great stocking stuffer. Okay, let's move into something that is a little bit challenging, but due to its $30 and sub $30 price point, and it's more for the masculine male, Bentley for Men Intense, I think if you get the right guy he's going to be blown away, okay? And it's not a huge risk. It's about $30 or less. So you can get this for less than that. You know, so Bentley for Men Intense is a boozy, woodsy, spicy, nice, beautiful, just masculine kind of rugged scent, okay? Alcoholic kind of scent, like boozy smelling. Ambery, like warm kind of vanilla, almost some vanilla kind of rum, but cognac, and then you got like whiskey going on. It's just really cool. A little bit harsh, guys. Took me a little bit to get into this myself, but the people who I did expose to this really did like it. So if this one is not just for everyone, you got to make sure you know your audience. But if they already have a bunch of fragrances and you think they can pull it off, you want to get them a whiskey fragrance or introduce them to that whiskey kind of fragrance, this is the whiskey fragrance I'd start people with, I'd say. I would just start them with this because it's just accessible, easy price point, awesome, cool looking bottle to have on your shelf. And it seems like a very premium gift, okay? And you could get it for like $28, $30. So definitely have your eye on Bentley for Men Intense. It's got to be for the right guy, that one, okay? So let's go with, here's one that's almost for anyone. Blue Touch. You know what? I might just two for this real quick because these are both this Acqua di Gio DNA, all right? Let's start with, I have two here that are both Acqua di Gio DNAs. I actually had to resist putting more on here, so this is just the two. Acqua di Gio DNA is one of the most beloved scent profiles out there, you know, for the past 20 plus years. And this thing, it's like the EDT of Acqua di Gio, the original, very familiar smell. It's a marine, aquatic, kind of citrus, but this one goes a little bit heavier on the musk, and it's got a sweetness to it that I think I enjoy a lot more than the original. The quality, good luck trying to tell the difference between the two. This is $13. I got it for $13. You can find it for sub $15. This is probably the best one on the list to just shove in anybody's stocking without even having to think about it, okay? Because it's just a freshie. It is so easy to wear. It is so easy for everyone to just wear this. No one's going to dislike it. And it is a cool little bottle. I love how the blue looks. Now, this one's the EDT. This one, the Lattafa Sucrat here, is like the Parfum, the Profumo, sort of, the discontinued one. So the discontinued Profumo is an incense kind of aquatic. So it's got a little bit of this dark, smoky mineral kind of touch to it. And I've owned that, the Profumo, got through the bottle, and now I have this to fill its spot. That thing is very expensive right now. They reformulated it and released it as a Parfum. But I think this, for like around 20 bucks, forget it. It's a super heavy bottle. The top's actually got some weight to it. It's not like crazy high quality, but the bottle's very high quality. Okay, so I like this little plaque. You can feel the letters on it. You can feel the texture on this. It's a very cool little bottle. It's got a little writing on the inside, Lattafa Sucrat. It's another one of those aquatics, but it's a little bit more dark, a little bit more interesting, and a different twist on that original, very identifiable Acqua di Gio DNA. So this is a really great stocking stuffer, a serious bottle. Like, you feel the weight of this thing, it's definitely going to weigh that stocking down. It might actually fall, so definitely be careful. This thing's a really good gift idea, guys. I'm telling you. It's just a mass appealer. And speaking of mass appealers, if you get the right guy who's in the zone for Creed Aventus, well, that's a big gift to get someone Creed Aventus. So I have two alternatives that are my favorites. We have them right here. Let's start with Club de Nuit Intense Man. I don't think this thing needs introductions or me to explain it, but it's like a little bit of a crazy trigger happy kind of super in your face version of Creed Aventus. It is way more citrusy and loud and just rough, but in a good way. I really, really like this fragrance, okay? A lot of people love this fragrance for good reason. This is just the lower end, the lowest end of it. There's like an EDP, there's a limited edition parfum, all these other ones. I got this one, guys. This is the EDT, the base level, and it's awesome. It's so good. And if you know they could like kind of appreciate this profile, rock this profile, a little bit more masculine, a little bit louder, maybe in their 30s, 20s, late 20s, 30s, this thing's killer. It's just a beast too. I wouldn't give this to just anybody, but for the right person, this is a stocking stuffer, 30 something bucks. Absolutely hammers all of the other ones I just showed you. Because it's so strong, it's such a contender, and they have nothing like it in their collection. There's no way they have anything like this. Even the Mont Blanc Legend or Explorer, the Mont Blanc Explorer, that's probably the most popular of the clones of Creed Aventus. This blows that away, and it's half the price. So yes, Club de Nuit Intense Man has to be spoken about. This one is a little bit closer, a little bit more easier on the citrus, smoky citrus, very, very nice, opulent kind of deal, masculine, unmistakably masculine, right? And it's just got this fresh cleanness. If you're dressed up a little more, you got a job, this is office safe, you don't overdo it. It's very, very nice. This would be an excellent gift too. This is Al Haramain's L'Aventure. There's a whole line of them, but this one I'd say is probably the one I'd go with for, I already have people in mind that I would get this for, right, personally. So if you just need to know your target audience with this one, but it is still a mass appealing fragrance profile and something they probably don't have. And it's low risk of a gift to just send it on because they might love it or they might not use it too much. I don't know. You have to know your target audience. Either way, you only spent $30 and you got them a premium hit. Okay, it's a hit. Now let's go sweet. I'm going to talk about something sweet and mass appealing. And I think this one is the cheapest that I could find of those clones. But this is an Angel's Share clone from Kilian. If you guys don't know what that is, it's like a cinnamon, vanilla, slightly boozy, a lot of like holiday kind of vibes to this one. Very warm, sweet smelling, almost like a dessert, almost like an apple pie. This is Cocktail Intense from Fragrance World. Fragrance World has some absolute hits out there. This is an $18 scoop right here. I would definitely throw this. This is unisex too. You could get this for a guy or a girl. Very, very easy Hail Mary just to throw into a stocking. I don't have to think too much about it. Cocktail Intense. This one I picked because it is the cheapest one that I could find for a nice bottle that's very look at the presentation on it. It's very nice. The top, you can pick it up by the top, doesn't come off. I like that about things when, like, you know, if people don't know better, they'll pick it up by the top and it'll fall. No, this top seems to stay on. I wouldn't trust it crazy, but it's definitely stuck there. Very nice looking. If they just put it on their shelf and looked at it and didn't even wear it, you did well. But they will wear this when they smell it. This makes a very good gift, okay? It kind of gets you in that range of the Angel's Share without having to spend more than 20 bucks. And it's very, very high quality smelling. You're not going to feel like this is a cheapo fragrance. I honestly would challenge most of us, even our fragrance enthusiasts, to try to tell the difference between this clone and any of the other ones. I'd say my favorite clone, the best take of Angel's Share, is Alexandria's Brooklyn Fragrance Lover, personally. And I do hear a lot about the Royal Blend, but I have no experience with the Royal Blend, so I can't recommend it and I can't even speak on it. But I do hear that from people I know that that's another one to look at. Anyway, Brooklyn Fragrance Lover is the one that I would personally give to people, but that's around that $50 mark, and it has nowhere near the presentation that this has visually. Okay, so this in your hand feels premium. It looks great, feels great, and it smells great, and it's $18 that you could get this for, probably right on Amazon Prime. Get it to your house in 2 days. I am not sponsored, but that's how I feel about this fragrance. Look, there's a dent. I use it. It's good. It is very, very undeniably, unshakably good. Let's talk About a lesser known, very, very good stocking stuffer. You can get this Narciso Rodriguez Blue Noir. I got the EDP. Very premium looking bottle. I don't like the cap, but whatever. Take it off. The bottle's beautiful, deep blue color. Reminds me of Bleu de Chanel a little bit in the bottle, kind of structure and color. But here's the thing with this one. It is a unique, masculine, kind of fresh blue fragrance, but with a twist. I feel like it's got to be vetiver and white florals that just take this in a different direction. It is not something that most of the guys you know will have. It will set them apart, and you can get it for less than $50. And it's definitely a premium smelling. This thing smells high end, man. It smells like really high end. This is Blue Noir from him. So there's a couple of these out there. I'd say get them on the discounters. Go to fragrancebuy.net or buy.ca and just get this one. I like this one personally. Haven't tried the other ones, but this one's safe. Like, I'd have to say to you guys, this is a safe stocking stuffer, and it will take anybody off guard, even a fragrance enthusiast. Like, he's kind of just starting out, or he's been collecting. Like, I'm years into this thing, and I only just picked this up a while ago. It is worth the pickup. It is very easily overlooked because it sits in a price range that you don't blink at. But to be honest, if I got this in a stocking, I would be so appreciative because of how good this is. I would have to actually, I would think that this was $100 something, $120. It really comes across as that. The only thing that gives it away for me is this really low end cap. This cap is super low end, but regardless of the cap, this bottle's beautiful. The smell in the bottle is excellent, expertly done, and it lasts good. You know, this isn't even a review video. It's just me to push, you know, some of the good ideas on you guys. And I think these last two ideas are just, I saved basically the best for last. You know, this might be the best one on the whole list. Probably is. You could gift this Versace Dylan Blue. Forget it. This thing right here, not the 200 ml bottle that I have, but there's little bottles you could get people too. I think that is a zero miss. There is no way that you get this for someone and they're not totally floored, blown away, and you could get these cheaper bottles, man. This doesn't have to be a lot of money. I could find this for like maybe pushing $55-$60 you could get this for. This is the big bottle, which I got a while back for like $40. So look at this thing. It's a beast. I actually use this much. It's about halfway. So it's one of those ones. Versace Dylan Blue is just, it cannot be understated how good this is of a stocking stuffer too. If you get this for someone, they're going to be wearing one of the best fragrances available for men. Period. Done. It's just excellent. If you get this for a young guy, older guy, whatever, any guy, this is killer for all of it. It's like a blue fragrance with some incense and some other depth to it that's just unique. A little bit of a green touch to it. So good. So good. Sweetness on it is just perfect. It's blue balanced, just so nice. I think Alberto Morillas perfumed it. You have an excellent perfumer. This is just killer, man. Look at the bottle's really beautiful. It's got the Medusa head. Really cool minimalist kind of approach. Sharp edges, smooth. Got that blue look. And then there's like a little cool little gold cap with this pattern on it. On the top of the sprayer, there's like an atomizer there, and it's got like a stamp of this very ornate kind of Medusa head. This thing makes a great present. Don't overlook Versace Dylan Blue. And the last one I think is just as formidable, because just look at the bottle. You open this on Christmas Day, someone gets this for you. Forget it, man. You're done. You're made. Like, the scent profile, super mass appealing, just beautiful kind of deal. People love it. I mean, I would confidently get a small bottle of this for anybody and just chuck it in the mix. Be like, hey man, here's a bunch of gifts. And this one in there is going to steal the show. But that's what I'm saying about these. Something like this, excellent gift, guys. Excellent. Versace Eros Flame. Any of the Eros DNA is fine. I think the Eros Flame is my favorite one because of the way the citrus is. Kind of takes it away from that F-boy, Eros vibes, kind of takes away from that teenager vibe, makes it a little bit more versatile, reaching to different age groups. So yes, it's not mature in any sense though. It is still a youthful, playful, fun fragrance, but it holds up in the winter nice. It's just a premium bottle. When you feel the weight of this thing in your hand too, this is the 200 ml. You know, I'm loving this thing. So it's got the Medusa head on it, probably the coolest like labyrinth on the back. Listen, if I opened this or if I gifted this to someone, I'd be thrilled. I'd be happier than ever to just give somebody a bottle of this. Any of these on this list, for the right person, it's going to be an excellent gift and you're going to floor people with good choices. Anyway, guys, that's it for today. Happy hunting with your shopping. Start now because it's going to be here before you know it. Peace.